president was shocked to discover that the wife who had been trying so hard to stay away from him was actually working as a security guard in a bar. Feeling that his pride had been hurt, he pushed her into a humiliating situation in front of everyone. He even left a cruel message, saying that if she spent one night with those people, he would sign the divorce papers. But the next day, he saw on the news that there had been an accident at the bar involving his wife. When he rushed to the scene, it was already too late. How could someone be so heartless? If he wanted a divorce, he could have simply agreed to it. Why so much resentment? Did it really have to end in tragedy? Ironically, they were once a couple everyone admired. People envied their love and believed they had a perfect relationship. Everything began to change just a few days before their wedding. The bride suddenly increased the requested amount of money from $88,000 to $580,000. The husband immediately assumed she was greedy and only interested in his money. From that day on, he treated her coldly for 3 entire years. On their wedding anniversary, the wife was extremely worried because she didn't even have 80 yuan to pay for medical treatment. Meanwhile, her husband spent a huge amount of money setting off romantic fireworks just to make another woman smile. Seeing this completely broke her heart, and she finally decided to ask for a divorce. He mocked her and said, "How much money do you want this time? 50,000 or 100,000?" The woman standing beside him also mocked her, saying she could easily give 500,000 to beggars on the street. So why was the husband being so stingy with his own wife? Those words pierced the wife's heart like a knife. What the husband didn't know was that since their marriage, his wife had never spent a single penny on herself, and the 580,000 she asked for back then was never meant for her. At that time, she had received a call from the hospital saying her mother needed surgery that would cost 580,000. With no other choice, she asked her husband for help. But when she finally went to the hospital with the money, she discovered the truth. It had all been a setup arranged by her mother-in-law to create conflict between them. Many times afterward, she wanted to explain the truth, but every time she tried, she was humiliated. She believed that maybe, with time, her husband's heart would soften, but instead, he pushed her deeper into pain again and again. Eventually, she decided she would leave him for good. One day, when she returned home exhausted, the housekeeper told her she was not allowed to enter the house, not even for a minute. She had no choice but to spend the entire night outside in the cold wind. On the 4th day, early in the morning, she went to her husband and asked for a divorce. Unexpectedly, he said she must first return the 580,000 before they could talk about divorce. He believed she would continue to endure humiliation quietly, just as she had done before. The wife also realized that because of her husband's influence, she couldn't find a job anywhere. With no other options left, she had to take work that no one else was willing to do. Even then, the husband still refused to let her live peacefully. He deliberately allowed his new companion to humiliate her. The woman said mockingly, "Drink 1 glass of wine, and I'll give you 10,000 yuan." At that moment, the wife thought that if she drank 58 glasses, she could repay the 580,000 and completely cut ties with her husband.